Can you talk about inner earth beings, in particular those of Mount Shasta and Sedona? Who are they and how are they assisting us in our ascension right now?
Yes, actually this is the Council of Light, and there are a myriad of inner earth beings, so it would be very difficult for us to quantify all of them. But inner earth beings are existing in dimensions within Gaia, and they are all within transition in the same way that the human collective is. It is simply because many of them vibrate in densities that require a more compact type of energy. Some inner earth beings are non-physical in nature and are here to work with the crystalline core and meridians of Gaia. Others work within the soils, and some are intricately connected to portals like Mount Shasta and also Sedona. The most important message we want to bring in is that there is somewhat of a grand cosmic reorganization going on of beings that have entered your planetary space. The reason for this is actually positive. Gaia, as an open portal and now in connection with the universal time grid, is more accepting of higher dimensional beings than ever before. Not that they haven't been present on your planet, they certainly have. But at the same time, although their presence has been here, it's been very difficult for them to work through the human consciousness and in concert with the human consciousness in the way that's now possible. So in the same way we've talked about grid workers being reassigned to different experiences because the new grid is installed, inner earth beings are also being reassigned right now to new dimensional portals and experiences that are going on to support further evolution. We can look at Sedona, and we can also look at Mount Shasta in very specific lights. Okay, so the first thing we wish to say is, within Mount Shasta, there's been a crystalline influx of information, like a river, actually, it's shown. This is widening its potential as a healing portal, but it's also connecting it magnetically to a variety of other portals that haven't been connected to this network before. So actually think of Shasta and the inner earth beings at Shasta being very focused on connecting new portals within a larger grid work. This alludes to the question asked previously about will new portals be uncovered upon the earth. Well, in order for them to come into being or recognition, they have to have some logical place of connection. And this is exactly what's happening within Shasta. We do have the telos that are present there. They have always been there, and they are pleased to maintain that portal. They're actively involved in making sure that the grids there, which are very significant to your earth, are always being cleared and balanced. We also have a variety of inner earth beings that are influxed to that station, who are coming from different hybrid forms, who are supporting the gateway connections between these new portals. Think of Shasta kind of becoming an anchor here on the planet and anchoring the energies of a variety of new portals that are coming into the human experience. In Sedona, there's been a bit of instability, not unlike other portal locations. There are so many beings at Shasta, it would be difficult for us to name them all, but the inner earth beings work very well together there. And it's an interesting portal because you have native collectives that are there working within the portals and the earth. And you also have high vibrational multi-galactic beings that are present as well. Many of them are hybrid in form. Many of them have actually taken on new forms while they've done the work there, simply because it's like a macrocosmic experience of how beings come together in service and then find themselves hybridizing within that service. In other words, imagine a community of beings looking over Sedona as a portal and now creating a hybrid community themselves. That's exactly what's been happening over the past several years. But the instabilities are actually coming to a calm there, and what's happened, especially with the most recent eclipse, is there's a huge influx of crystalline codes that are directly related to that area. Most of what's happening there is the grid work underneath each separate portal is becoming strengthened as one. It's not unlike singular humans now connecting to a one collective in Sedona, where those portals were very separate and had very separate personalities and identities. They're becoming more collective in nature to work in concert together to support humanity a bit differently. Some of the humans that live in that area may have been feeling the very intense shifts from very high to very low frequencies, simply because that has been an after effect of what's going on beneath the surface. And a lot of straightening too, so we wish to say that some of the grids there were so ancient and so intertwined that there's been some straightening going on of information, where a human might come there and be completely overwhelmed with so much access and different information from different beings. Some of that's being worked out right now, such that every being can step into Sedona and actually integrate a bit better. Okay, doesn't have to be taken out of the body so much, but can actually be embodied and receive everything that Sedona has to offer.